Screen share, screen, alt, here. Am I recording? I don't know. Hello, my name is Carlos Perez. This is my STEP presentation. My STEP project fell under the internship category. My STEP mentor was Abhijit Varde, and I'm studying to become an electrical and computer engineer. So I'm a fifth year, and I participated in STEP my second year, as many students do, of course. Um, my day-to-day working as an intern varied quite a bit, so I'm going to get into that. I worked as an electrical engineering co-op for Duke Energy Renewables, headquartered in Cincinnati, but they do have they're actually headquartered in North Carolina, but they do have an annex in downtown Cincinnati. So my day-to-day, like I mentioned, varied quite a bit, but essentially my role was to assist senior engineers in maintaining the integrity of our wind and solar farms. So I was on the renewables sector of Duke Energy. Being one of the largest utility providers in the nation, they have gone above and beyond and ahead of the curve and providing renewable energy powers, maybe because it's a good financial move, but I like to think it's for the sake of our whole earth. Climate change is a serious threat in my eyes and a lot of others, and being able to combat that, it's something that I can stand by, So what I would do is I would park my car in downtown Cincy, about 15 minutes. It'd be about a 30-minute drive from my house and then a 15-minute walk from where I park. So overall 45-minute commute to my desk. And I'll show that here. I worked as an electrical engineering co-op for Duke Energy Renewables. Here's my workplace. Now, what motivated me to do this was because as an engineering student, I felt that gaining some kind of hands-on experience was ideal for my situation, especially when trying to find work post-graduation. I felt that having some kind of work experience, especially in something that I want to do and want to be a part of, would be very necessary or prevalent or evident. So that's what mainly motivated me to do so, and I believe I did get a bit lucky scoring this position. It's been an honor to work under who I've been working under, Sean Grier, and also just be able to learn and to gain experience doing something like this. So that's pretty much what motivated me. I chose this as my STEP project because I really wanted work experience prior to graduating. And there's me. I've had the privilege of going to some of our wind and solar farms. I went to 2 solar farms in North Carolina. There I worked with some relay settings and learned how to pool those. And then I went to a wind farm and also worked with some relays, but instead of taking out relay settings. So relays are these pieces of protective equipment that on wind and solar sites, if there's an issue like a fault, they'll be able to detect it and issue a trip on some of those protective elements on the site, whether those are switches or other relays or whatnot. So those are what relays do, and I got to work with some of those. Let's see what I have next here. How is this transformational for you? How is this project transformational? So you learn things in the classroom. You're able to apply some of those theories, but you're not seeing what these things are hands-on. You might see a video, but what I will say is classroom and the workplace are two very different things. Um, so in my experience here as a co-op or as an intern, I've been able to close that bridge, close that gap, because if work is over here and school's over here, it's brought that gap closer for me. What does that mean? Well, or how is that transformative? Well, that's something that I wouldn't have experienced. This experience has allowed that to happen. That wouldn't have happened without this experience. So in that gap closing for me, not only do I feel like a better candidate for jobs after graduation, but it's made me a better engineer. It showed me what being an engineer means in the field. And it's also showed me what classes mean more to this field for me and what others don't. So in knowing what I have learned and knowing what I need to learn or other things that I could learn to help me advance me in this field of the utility industry, I now know what those classes look like. And I now know what it takes to be a successful engineer in this field. With all that in my mind, in learning all that, I think it does make me a better engineer. And that's the main reason why I think this program is transformative or was transformative for me. So I mentioned that's me and my PPE, my personal protective equipment. This project allowed me to gain hands-on experience, and there's that wind farm that I was mentioning in Texas. How did this experience impact me personally? In making me a better engineer and in closing that gap, I found it's boosted my confidence quite a bit. Knowing my value in a way, just because with the experience that I've gained and the knowledge that I do have, I know I'm a better candidate for jobs. And with that confidence, you're more confident. You make less mistakes, even though mistakes will be made. You make less of them. You know more. And with that, for me personally, it's built my confidence. It makes me less nervous to take on day-to-days, especially when it comes to trying to find a full-time job after. So, finally, how did your experience impact your academic, personal, and professional goals moving forward? Well, I mentioned academic, how I can hone in on some of those classes that are more important to me, specifically some power classes. Personally, I said it made me more confident, making me a better engineer. And professional goals, like I mentioned, I think this transformative experience has made me a better candidate for full-time positions, but as in terms of impacting my professional career, like I said, it really has done a better job of setting me up for something after school. And moving forward, I mean, with the connections that I've made in this position, the experience that I do have, I mean, it's impacted my professional goals in the best way it can. It's allowed me to open the door, and not only open the door and put one foot in, but got me both feet through the door in a couple steps. So it's a great starting point, and I'm really happy with how my STEP presentation went. So thank you to the STEP organization for all this to be possible, and I hope this suffices, and I hope this closed captions. So have a great rest of your day.